Tap into your potential, Part 1. Within every living being resides an undiscovered country, a landscape of capabilities waiting to be explored, cultivated, and brought to fruition. This is not mere optimism or motivational rhetoric. It is a fundamental truth about the nature of existence itself, the architecture of self-discovery. To tap into your potential requires first that you know the terrain. Self-knowledge is not a luxury reserved for philosophers. It is the bedrock upon which all meaningful progress is built. Consider the architect who must understand both the strength of steel and the fragility of clay before designing a structure. In the same way, you must engage in the honest, sometimes uncomfortable work of understanding your own architecture. What are your natural inclinations? Where does your energy flow with ease? And where does it meet resistance? These questions are not invitations to self-judgment, but to clear-eyed assessment. Your strengths are not merely the things you do well. They are the activities that energize rather than deplete you, the skills that feel less like labor and more like expression. Your weaknesses, conversely, are not moral failures, but simply areas where your natural wiring does not align with the task at hand. The practice of naming these attributes serves a dual purpose. First, it externalizes the often chaotic internal landscape of self-perception, making it concrete and workable. Second, it reveals patterns consciousness alone may obscure. You may discover that what you thought were separate strengths are actually facets of a single, deeper capability. You may also find that perceived weaknesses cluster around tasks fundamentally misaligned with your deeper purpose. This inventory becomes your map, not a constraint but a guide. When you understand your capacities and limitations, your bandwidth for learning, your tolerance for risk, your natural rhythms of productivity, you can design a life that works with your grain rather than against it. This is not settling. It is the strategic amplification of what is already potent within you. The currency of talent. There exists a peculiar economics in the realm of human potential, one governed by principles foreign to traditional markets. In this economy, your currency is not borrowed or externally earned. It is minted from your unique composition of talents, experiences, and perspectives. This currency is already yours, already deposited in what might be called your universal account. The question is not whether you possess wealth, but whether you will access and spend it. Too often this currency lies unused, held captive by doubt and limiting belief systems. These mental constraints are among the most insidious obstacles to potential, because they present themselves not as choices but as truths. I could never do that. What if you could dream it? More precisely, you can dream it. The human imagination is not a random generator of impossible fantasies. It is intimately connected to potential. The dreams that persist, those that call to you across years and through setbacks, are signals from the deeper architecture of who you are. They are not taunts showing you what you cannot have, but invitations pointing toward what you were designed to pursue. Claiming ownership of your potential requires a quiet but formidable courage. The courage to believe in your own value without external validation. It means understanding that your talents are not conditional on approval, not diminished by others' doubt, and not contingent on perfect circumstances. They simply are, waiting for deployment. The trap of comparison. Perhaps no habit undermines potential more thoroughly than comparison. When you compare yourself to others, you engage in a fundamentally flawed exercise, measuring your internal reality against someone else's external presentation, judging your beginning against someone else's middle, and evaluating your unique path by someone else's destination. The mathematics of comparison never work in your favor. This is not assessment. It is self-sabotage disguised as analysis. No two people occupy the same point in the universe. Your vantage point, with its particular history, its constellation of influences, its singular intersection of genetics and experience, exists nowhere else. The person you envy is not ahead of you. They are simply elsewhere, playing a different game on a different field. Comparison breeds two corrosive emotions, inadequacy and resentment. Inadequacy diminishes your efforts, convincing you that your achievements are meaningless. Resentment poisons your perception of others' success, as though their flourishing somehow subtracts from your own possibilities. But potential is not scarce. Another person's success does not deplete yours. The universe is not zero-sum. Your potential and theirs coexist without competition.